Here's something you may not know. In all of human history, only 3 perfect songs have ever been recorded. I now posit this question to my long-suffering wife, Marie. Marie, would you know any of the 3 and only perfect songs? Been a lot of wannabes, a lot of pretenders, but think of all the classics, all the important songs. Can you name the 3 perfect songs?
This is like so subjective. And
no, it's not. There's only 3 perfect songs.
Well, knowing you, it's probably like one of them is probably Rush, something.
Yeah, good idea. No.
Queensryche,
my favorite band. No, not at all.
I don't know then.
Okay, the 3 songs, and here they go. And when I say these songs on the podcast, people go, oh yeah, that's right. These are the 3 perfect songs. And these are not in any particular order because there are 3 perfects. So they're all tied for first place. The first song, obviously, "Baby Got Back" by Sir Mix-a-Lot. Boom, perfect song.
Okay, it's my jam. I love it.
Okay. "Ice Ice Baby" by Vanilla Ice.
Oh, right.
Also a perfect song. And then the final song that is the perfect song is "Rico Suave" by the guy who sang Rico Suave. I don't know his name, but it's a perfect song.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Thank you. And the reason why we're thinking Rico Suave is because today is totally a Rico Suave show. We're doing Monaco this time on Voca Vacay.
Go Monaco.
Go Monaco. That's the name of our show today. I was like, Monaco is a place of wealth. And what's the word for this?
Opulence.
It's
a good crossword word.
It's a great crossword. It's a better place going. You don't have to be a millionaire to go there.
No, we did.
Yeah. So if we can pull it off, you can do. We're going to talk about that this episode of Voca Vacay. That's Marie over there.
That's Frank.
And Voca Vacay starts right now.
Prepare yourself for the bestest, amazingest, and overall super duperest travel program in the history of ever. Vacation like it's your job and live vicariously through yourself. It's time now for Voca Vacay.
If we sound like we're rich today, it's because we're talking about Monaco. And look at us on YouTube. We're dressed very nicely. Marie, you look wonderful as always.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. We have champagne. We have the finest fruits and meats and cheeses here.
Your finest meats and cheeses.
We do. And we have playing cards. And we've even got stacks of quiche. We have quiche.
Cold, hard quiche.
Quiche, I tell you. Because this is what Monaco's... When you think about Monaco, it's... it's a place that's very, very rich.
Yeah, it's really something to see.
Yeah, and you should go at least once in your life. Just go like, that's
an experience.
Before we go to Monaco, we got to take a quick detour because we do this every single time we find out that another country is listening to Voca Vacay internationally.
Yes.
And so we've got some other countries, but this week, this podcast, we'd like to shout out to our new friends, eh? Okay, so like beauty. So like, where could these people be from, eh? You hoser. So yeah, the thing is
I love it. I love them so much.
Okay, so like in the past, we had like Bulgaria and like Germany and India and some other countries all over the place. Those are the most recent. But now we got like someplace north, like Montana, eh? Beauty.
I love them so much. I'll apply it to our show. This podcast was recorded in 3B, eh? 3 beers and it's good, eh? Like, that's kind of how I feel about it.
Take off, eh?
Yeah, you hoser.
Hello, Canada. Welcome, Canada. It is so great to have you with us.
Yeah.
We're expanding our listening audience into yet another country.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say.
It's so exciting.
And we really want to thank these guys for playing along. It's,
New Voca Vacayers up north.
Hey, okay, so take off, eh?
You're going to do that the whole show, aren't you?
I will try not to. We got to
fine.
go back to Monaco. But Canada, thanks so much. We appreciate you listening in. The thing about Monaco, going back to Monaco is, for those of you who don't know where it is, and that's understandable, this is a tiny little place.
Yeah.
499 acres.
Oh, man.
About 38,000 people live there.
That's all?
Yeah.
I mean, it's small.
Tiny.
Yeah, and I noticed that, but I didn't know it was that small.
It is so small. It is basically an enclave on the southern end of France. That you have mountainous hills on one side and the French Riviera on the other side.
Beautiful.
And it only borders France. It's just kind of carved out right there at a really good place on the beach, and that's Monaco for you.
It's perfect.
1/3 of the people there are millionaires.
Oh my gosh.
And you can tell because some of the things that they have. So let's set the stage for Monaco, shall we?
Sure.
What's the first thing you notice when you get in there? Because Monaco, when you're looking around, there's all sorts of things that rich people would own.
You notice the yachts. I
Yes.
noticed the yachts in the marina. Because it's like I live somewhere you never see a lot of yachts. Now, if
Yeah.
I lived in, I don't know, somewhere on one of our coasts
Yeah.
that has a lot of rich people.
Yeah, if you were like in Palm Beach or if you're
Right.
in the Los Angeles area, something like that, you might see a couple of boats,
Yeah.
maybe off of Massachusetts.
Oh, Miami. Miami
of
has
course.
a lot of yachts.
Yeah, they have that. But here's the deal. Monaco, it's next level yachts.
It is next level yachts. And it's something to just go down and walk because you can get down there and just take a look at them.
Absolutely.
So much fun.
There's yachts. There's also the cars.
The cars are probably the second thing that stands out to me, too.
And the cars. So we're walking around. We get to Monaco, and we'll tell you about how we got there in a sec. But we just got to paint this picture of this incredibly clean place.
Yeah.
No graffiti, no crime, no
Nothing.
nothing. There is
Yeah.
security there. There's cameras all over the place.
Yeah.
So you are going to have a very safe, comfortable experience.
Yes.
But you're going to see cars. In fact,
It's like Robin Leach's
Oh, yes.
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous right in front of your eyes. And it's like anything that you would imagine to see on that show,
Mm-hmm.
or like it's like the world's most rich and opulent, again,
Yes.
parking lot. That's all of Monaco.
wow. It's champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
Yes,
That's what Robin Leach used
yes.
to say. When you walk, here's what we saw, because you get to walk around and you just see cars go past you.
Right.
By the way, we saw Bugattis.
Oh, yeah.
And for those people thinking about, what about Mercedes-Benz and Audi and BMW? These are all fine
Yeah.
cars.
And the bikes, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen bikes, and, because we do the motorcycle thing, too. I've never seen some of these motorcycles.
Right, I know.
I have no, it's like, what is that?
I know.
That was beautiful.
And we saw Lamborghinis.
Lamborghinis,
Woo.
Ferraris, several. I saw so many Ferraris. I mean, after a while, it's like, it's just another Ferrari.
I don't know if I can fit in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. I've got the wide hips.
Oh,
but like I'd try, I'd stuff myself in there.
Aston Martins.
Oh,
were there,
man.
And basically, there were cars there. These cars were so rich and rare, I could not recognize them.
They're so like extravagant
Mm-hmm.
and just crazy rich looking, but also sporty.
Yes.
Like it looks like people just like zip around in them.
Mm-hmm.
And like it looks like something that would be on a racetrack too.
If you give me high blood pressure, the one job I could not have is being a valet in Monaco.
Oh my gosh.
Because holy moly,
No.
these cars, the base level car is over $100,000
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
We're seeing cars over $500,000. No exaggeration.
Yeah.
So you get used to the cars.
Yeah.
You see the yachts.
Yeah.
Then you see the stores.
Yes.
Because there is a shopping district, so to speak.
Oh, was there? I don't remember.
Look at the stores. Yeah, these stores. I will read you some names
Yes.
and let's see what you're familiar with, because there's a list. There's a list of stores. I tells you, there is Rolex. Okay, fine. Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. Mm-hmm.
Cartier. Chanel.
My favorite.
Dior. Gucci. Hermes.
Hermes.
Hermes. It's spelled Hermes. Hermes. It's Hermes.
It's Hermes.
Oh. How do you say Prada?
Prada.
Prada. Valentino.
So many good things.
This is just a sampling. This is a smorgasbord of some of those shops, but there's over 100 shops.
Now, again, like I'm a pretty real girl.
Right.
Like I don't wear a lot of these fashions. They
Mm-hmm.
don't make them in my size. But here's the thing. I like to look at things and appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
And these stores, there's a lot to appreciate. I mean, these are art.
Yes.
Like hanging on, like art in clothes, like
Yes.
art hanging off of the mannequins.
This
like
is designer stuff.
really
It is
good,
high fashion.
like just yummy, artistic, beautiful stuff.
And I can agree with that, because I don't wear a watch. If I do, it's a rare thing.
Yeah.
If we have to go someplace, okay, I'll put a watch on. But 99% of the time, I am watchless.
Right.
Watchless, I tells you.
Right. But you'd wear a Rolex.
I have no problem window shopping.
I know.
At some of these going, oh, I would put that on my wrist.
Yes.
I could mortgage my entire house and life savings and put a down payment on that bad boy. They are expensive.
Yeah.
It is incredibly, and it's everything you expect it to be. I will say this. I was not disappointed. I've been to rich places before, like New York City. There's places I've been
Right.
that are rich.
Right.
Beverly Hills, whatever. I've been there. That's
Sure.
rich and all stuff. And there's a little bit of a letdown, honestly. You look around and go, well, this is okay.
Yeah, but you're still just like a regular city. This, you look at the store, or you go in and you come out of the store and you're like, and now there's a Ferrari driving by a yacht.
Yes.
And, you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is next level money.
Yeah.
It truly is. So
Yeah.
when we joke around, we have we've got some money on the table here, and there's a little blackjack table behind us, and we're drinking champagne.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. We have champagne going. But here's the deal. We're doing this in jest because these people are seriously wealthy. And
Oh, yeah.
this is truly one of the richest nations on the planet.
Yeah.
Not even close. So if you're looking at going there, there are mountains on one side of it. The
Yes.
French Riviera is on the other side. We went in the low season.
Yes.
And the low season is basically around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there are some hills there. It is walkable.
Mm-hmm.
And we found we found some restaurants, and we found a convenience store to go to. I mean, where do we start with this? Because there's so many things to talk about for a very, very tiny country.
Well, I'll start with the walking.
Sure.
Like, it's very walkable, like you said. But ladies, heed my warning. If you're going to wear heels or anything uncomfortable, be aware that going downhill is going to be really rough on your feet, because I had the worst time when we went to the place we're going to talk about here in a little bit, to the casino.
Yes.
I literally, walking downhill to go out to eat after that,
Right.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Because it's like walkable, but it's sort of steep. I mean, it's fine, but in really nice shoes, I don't know how these girls do it, but I was having a hard time.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go and really explore and walk around, you got to have some good shoes. But, I mean, it's really it's hilly, but it's only hilly to get up. It doesn't take too long.
No, it doesn't. And the casino's at the top of the hill.
It's at the top of the hill. And that's really kind of why you go up there.
Right.
And then, when you come down, you're down at the marina. So depending on where you're staying, the walking distance between that and the shops or the casino, that's going to dictate how much walking you do. But I had more trouble going downhill than uphill, but it's all fine. The next day when we were walking around, it was super fun.
Yeah. And it's
because I had on
good.
tennis shoes.
So tell you what, let's start at our hotel.
Yeah.
So we start there and then go into town itself.
Sure.
Because our hotel was the Columbus Hotel.
Yes.
And it's not dead center Monaco.
No.
But again, Monaco is small. The hotel, lovely.
Oh my gosh. We pulled up, first of all, they have valet, and it's a hotel that, look, if you're here in the States and you're going to drop some money on a hotel, it's going to be, how much would you say? About $130 for a really, really nice stay a night somewhere?
Just
a
regular place. If you go to like Vegas during the high season, 180, 200, something like that. But normally 130, 150 is, you're going to have a good rack rate for that. Sure.
So this was comparable to that in the off season. And so we stayed there, and it included parking.
Yes.
And so, but here's the thing. It also had a shuttle to go to the casino.
That's the important thing.
So they know that they're far away from the casino, or not far away, but just further than right there.
It's not a comfortable walk at that distance.
Right, exactly. And then if you didn't want to do that, the really good thing about the hotel was that one of the bus stops was right near it.
Yes.
And did you want to talk about the buses now, or you want to talk about them later?
Oh, we can go ahead and talk about them now.
Oh my gosh, they're so amazing.
Yeah, there is a bus system in Monaco.
I did not know that.
No, neither did I. It is clean.
Yeah.
It is efficient.
Yep.
They run on time. It is gorgeous. We actually took the bus once. We were coming back from the casino. We walked down a little bit. It's like, let's just hop on the bus, because people said the bus was wonderful.
Yeah.
Got on the bus and they said, oh yeah, I go to stop number 2. Went to stop number 2. It's like, there's the hotel.
Right.
It's right there.
So that was really convenient. And the buses are, like you said, they're really efficient. Here's the thing that you need to know. If you're either driving in like we did, or you're getting there and you're noticing all the cars or whatever, you get on the bus, you're going to be underground a little bit.
Yes.
Talk about getting there, because this is the first place I've been where they built most of the road under the city.
To get to Monaco, I'm sorry, I almost feel like we're doing this backwards today, because we talked about the opulence and the goodness, all stuff. But here's the deal. We want to tell you what Monaco looks like, so when you get there, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Here's how you get there. You start in France.
Yeah.
And you drive in.
Right.
Which is what we did.
Yeah.
You are going through mountains. You're
Yes.
talking long tunnels. It's
Yeah.
like, it's the New York Expressway. It goes under a river. No.
Yeah.
These are long, lengthy, curvy tunnels that spiral and corkscrew, and there's like a whole network. It's like an ant mound or whatever, like where all these little roads are going. I was like, where are we going?
But it's so smart.
It is brilliant, but it's terrifying, because I'm always afraid
And there's
that,
bikes flying by.
Oh yeah, and the motorcycle guys like, well, you're just doing the speed, and they're just ripping ahead of us. And here's the problem. I am terrified that, because I'm relying on GPS over there, because I don't speak any French. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm driving in a foreign country. I'm in a rental car. So this is another problem. And now you're in a tunnel where you think Monaco's on the other side of the tunnel. And guess what? You're praying your GPS doesn't just die on you because you're under a mountain.
Right. It is really
It's
something
a little bit stressful.
to see. Yeah. We
Oh.
did good though, and everybody else will too.
Yes.
You just have to listen, get a car with GPS.
Yes.
You have to listen
Oh,
to
boy.
it, follow the directions.
Yes.
You will get there. So because we were driving in,
Yes.
we stayed at the hotel that wasn't right up next to the casino proper.
Right.
Yeah.
We're actually at the end of Monaco. We're like the western edge of Monaco. It's
Yeah.
called Columbus Hotel, and it's right across from the Rose Garden there.
Yeah,
and
Princess Grace.
Princess Grace Rose
It's
Garden.
the Princess Grace Rose Garden, and it's beautiful.
Yes. So we saw that, took a couple of pictures,
Yeah.
and then they said, would you like a shuttle to go to the casino tonight?
And we said, "Yes."
but of course. Do they have Grey Poupon? But of course. So we said, okay, and the shuttles run, at certain times. So we got
Right.
down there. We get on the shuttle.
Yeah.
The shuttle is basically it's just a big van, but it's a nice van.
Yeah.
We drive over to the casino, and this was during the off season, the holiday season. The Christmas decorations were up. There's
it was
all
so
sorts
pretty.
of festive stuff. There's twinkle lights. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. We get to the casino.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're driving in, by the way, let me explain. All those cars we mentioned earlier. Really? It's gorgeous.
They've all migrated up to the casino for the evening.
Yes, they
and
have.
they are in full effect.
Yes.
Like you just walk. There's like a little, like another little sort of garden area across from the casino where you can take pictures.
Yes.
We took some selfies,
Of
things
course.
like that.
Gotta do that.
And then you walk to the casino front door.
Yeah.
Which is guarded by, Monte Carlo's finest. And
Oh, yeah.
they check you out and you're like, okay, I'm going in or whatever. But you pass all the pretty nice cars. And it's just, and everybody's dressed to the nines.
And it's well
Dripping
lit.
in diamonds.
It's seriously, it's like a fairy tale setting. I don't
Yeah.
use that phrase lightly.
Right.
Because you walk in and there's amazing restaurants there. There's
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
cars there. And it just oozes of money.
Yes.
And we're talking big money. It's not like I've got $1,000 in the bank. No, this is serious money.
Right.
All right. So here's what happens. We go in and we can talk about the casino because the casino is a wonderful thing. You
Yeah.
go in, again, opulent, beautiful. A couple things about the casino. One, there's a dress code.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
There is a dress code.
And we were traveling to a few different places in France before
Yes.
we got there. So we packed something specific because we knew we were going to the casino. And I'm glad that we packed what we did because, and we'll put the pictures up on the website.
Absolutely.
But you want to blend.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is one where, and I always tell guys, it's like you have a suit, which we call the suit with the capital S. You have that one suit, which is like, I look good. Everybody see how good I look. Okay, you know that suit? That's the suit you take.
Honey, you did look good. You
Thank
look good now.
Thank you. Well, I'm wearing the same suit. Hey.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, YouTube.
Hello.
No, but that's the thing. You walk in and you're going to be wearing a suit. You just
Right,
are.
right.
And ladies are wearing, you're wearing a
Evening
gown,
gowns.
Evening gown.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a thing. So
It is.
you go there, and here's what I did not know. You can get into the casino building at the Monte Carlo Casino.
right,
You
yeah.
can get in there. So you get through that level of security. And then to go into the casino, there's another level of security.
Yes.
There's a couple more dudes standing there.
It's like, passing through gates to gates to gates, but it's because
Yeah.
this is one of the most revered casinos and places, top 10 places that people want to see before they die,
yeah. It's on the
for
short
some
list. It's a
people.
thing.
Yeah. And so they guard it pretty well.
They guard it, and they're also taking your ticket.
Yes.
Because
I
here's
did not
the
know
thing.
this.
Yeah, neither did I. We're like, oh, we'd like to go to the casino place and gamble some stuff. And they said, do you have a ticket? And we're like, no. In French, no. Wah. And they're great about it because they understand tourists. They said, look, turn around, go back. There's a ticket cage back there.
Yeah.
You go back, and I want to say it costs €10 each to get in.
It was only €10.
Yeah, $10 each. Mm-hmm. That's the exchange rate, whatever it is. So €10, you go pay them money. They give you little tickets.
Yeah.
You go back to these guys and say, we have tickets. May we be admitted, please? And they go, but of course, right this way. And you enter. Now, we've been to Las Vegas.
With swagger.
Yeah. We've been to Las Vegas. We've been to gambling
We
places.
have.
We have.
Yeah.
So gambling, and we're not the kind of people who go like, wow, they're rolling dice. What's that game? We know how to play craps, know how to play roulette.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
But wow.
It was next level.
Yes. This
is people, these are people that are visiting, or this is a place where they're serious. This is for serious. It was high stakes all around. And then we had to look for the low stakes tables, which is backwards in the US.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly low stakes and then your high stakes rooms. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. This is where we are.
That is a great point, because in Las Vegas, it's like, okay, we'll go like, if you go to the low tables, like $2, $5 a hand or something like that, or to spin the wheel on roulette. Okay, it's $5 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, not over there.
No.
I think the low table is $25.
Yeah.
And that's the cheap table. And in Las Vegas, that is a more, it's next level up table,
right?
Where it's not the high roller suites, but hey, you know what? You're actually gambling some money here,
right?
Now. Yeah, that's where they start,
right?
And they go up from there.
Yeah.
Now you're going to ask, how come there's no pictures on the website of the inside of the casino?
That's true.
Simple reason. You don't take pictures in there.
No, you do not. And I was dumb enough to ask. I was like, may I take a picture with my husband? No. And I was like, oh yeah. Because in Vegas, for example, you can walk around in any casino.
Oh,
and
we've
taken pictures in the casino.
Bunch of pictures.
Family pictures,
Not a problem.
pictures just, us, like whatever. But no, this is like foreboding.
Yeah, and here's the thing is that they're very polite in their Monaco ways, but when they say no, it's not like, well, they're not looking down upon you or anything like that. Just like,
direct.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you don't take pictures in here.
That's right.
We prefer it if your cell phone was not out of your pocket.
Oh, yeah. They do prefer that.
Yes. And they prefer.
And I didn't see him say anything to anybody, but I noticed nobody had their cell phone out.
Nope.
So,
I was like,
hey, can we take a selfie? I'd like to take a selfie inside the Monte Carlo Casino in Monaco.
No.
That's kind of how I actually sounded.
Yeah. Me, I'm just walking around going, we got money. Okay. So we go there, and there are some roulette tables, and I think was a Texas Hold'em. I know I saw blackjack.
Yeah, a lot of blackjack.
The standard games that you expect to see are right there.
Right.
A lot of table games.
Yeah.
And people seem to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was this air of, wow.
Seriousness.
Yeah, I'm not playing. And again, I'm not going to make fun of, say, a casino in like Tupelo, Mississippi.
Right.
But this is just like, wow, these are serious people with serious money here.
Yes.
And they're just tossing
Still
around.
having fun.
Yeah.
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 But it was just a focus that I haven't seen in, like, I would say, circus. No,
Yeah.
but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's not happening in Vegas when I go.
So here's the deal. When you go gamble, if you have a system, if you have a talent for this or something like that, this is a place. And we did gamble.
So we played roulette.
Yes.
And I like to play roulette.
Yes.
I like the numbers a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I play pretty much the same numbers, but sometimes they come in. But I really like playing the outer parts of the board.
Right.
So evens, odds, red, black,
Right.
first, third, second, third, like low, like whatever. Like, and so I end up, when I'm not a big gambler.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go somewhere if there is a casino and go, here's my budget. I'm going to go ahead and spend it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm going to like play, but I usually play the outside. And then if I lose my money, I lose my money. But if I'm up, sometimes it's fun when you're up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep trying to get up, but then you don't want to get back down.
Yeah.
And so we did gamble, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And here's the deal. At the end of the night, I think we're out a couple of euros and that was from the admission fee.
Yeah.
That was from the 20 euros to get in.
Yeah, we pretty much broke even.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
And we can say we've gambled at the Monte Carlo.
That's the important thing. Look, I lived in Vegas for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I've been out there again, and that's when we say, we gambling thing. Sure, not a big deal.
Right.
But here's the thing. To go into a casino in Monaco at the Monte Carlo and then just say, yes, I'll put $20 down on red or 25 on red, and the roulette spins.
Right.
And it comes up black, and I was like, that was fun. Thank you.
And now we're done.
And now we're done. For 25 euros, I can now say, you know what? I gambled at the Monte Carlo Casino in Monaco.
Right.
I've totally done that.
Right.
And for some people, if it's a bucket list item, yes, you absolutely should have this on the short list because it's a cool thing to do.
Sure.
You're walking around like James Bond. You're walking around with the movie stars, walking around billionaire investment bankers. Holy cow. And you're sitting there going, and they have like stacks of chips and stacks. And it's like, can I put my one chip right here? Oh, thank you. Wrong color. I guess I'll go over here now.
I'm glad you brought that up, though.
Why?
Because we did have fun just walking around after. Mm-hmm. Because you kind of feel like, you're on, like, not display, but you're on, it's like you're part of, I don't know, what am I trying to say?
You're part of, like, the haute couture.
Yes, and you're walking around, and you're like, look at me. Mm-hmm. I look pretty. I'm all fancied up.
Yes.
I just busted even. I would like to say I just made a bunch of cash.
But yeah,
and then it feels fun.
Yes.
fancy and fun.
Yeah, it's like prom for adults.
It is. Oh my God, that's the best way to put it.
I know it is.
Oh my God.
But you just,
Oh my God!
I love that.
but yeah, you just say that's what we're going to do. We're going to do something really nice and kind of expensive, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so don't be intimidated. So here's the deal: if you go to Monaco, look for deals. There's not a whole lot of hotels because the place is small.
Right.
If you avoid the high season, you can get a relatively decent deal.
Even at like the best hotels there. Like it's definitely, if you can go during the right season, you'll be able to.
Yeah, like don't go during like the Grand Prix season or something.
Yes.
The racing cars there. I'd love to see that someday,
Yes.
but holy moly, you're not going to be able to stay there that night. It's too expensive.
Right.
And there's limited inventory of the rooms. But if you go there, you can walk most of it.
Yep.
Again, the big casino's on top of the hill.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a hike. So, but you have that. You have all these shops you can look at. You can shop there if you wish. And if you have a credit card. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's also talk about the food there.
Oh,
because
I was wondering
food,
when we were going to get to this
Because
because this is my favorite part.
because the food, let's put it this way. There are chefs and there are chefs.
Yes,
These
and I
are
have-
chefs with
yes.
a capital C.
I took all my notes on the menus that we're going to talk about
Oh.
because I am into this stuff. This is my realm.
So there are, so let's set the stage here. Okay, so at the top of the hill, there's the Monte Carlo Casino.
Yes.
It's is the crown jewel of Monaco.
Yes.
And basically, that's why people don't pay income taxes there.
Yes.
Just to throw that out. It makes so much money, no one pays taxes there.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
you can't gamble if you live there, right?
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Yes.
If you're actually a Monaco citizen, you're not allowed to go in and gamble.
Man.
They don't want to take money from their own.
Wow.
Go figure.
I would
huh?
love to see how that would go over in Vegas.
Yeah. If you're a local, it's not going to happen. So you can't. But what happens
Yeah.
is, so you can go experience that. You can see the cars, see the yachts. You can see these incredible shops, and then you're thinking,
You get so hungry looking at all the richness,
I'm feeling rather peckish. I need some sustenance right now.
and it better be rich. I want caviar.
Oh, yeah, they've got that. So where do we begin here? Because
Okay.
there's so many great restaurants.
Well,
there's some right by the casino.
There's
It's
the
just-
restaurant just adjacent. Like
Yes.
if you're looking at the Monte Carlo, it's the Louis the 15th.
Louis the 15th. Yeah, it's the one on the
Yes.
right. So if you're facing Monte Carlo,
Yes.
it's the one on the right.
And there's, again, all the cars, the fancy cars are parked there. Everyone is lunching or, supping.
Yeah,
and
we went during daytime and nighttime.
Yes, we did. And anyway, this restaurant, it is run by Alain Ducasse. Alain Ducasse.
Alain Ducasse.
Yes, and it is probably, I looked up like the top restaurants. It's probably the number one, most well known, most like fancy, opulent, and that's the chef there.
And he is, and when we say that he is highly regarded as a chef,
Yes,
he has these Michelin stars that he has.
he has 21 Michelin stars. He is second only to Joel Robuchon,
Wow.
who also, before he passed away, had a restaurant at the
that's
what was
right,
it
that's
called?
right. He was also
the
in Monaco.
Hotel Metropole.
Yes,
but
yes.
it was called the Le Monde, which means like the world or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah, and so he was there, and then who's running that now is Christophe Coussac. But anyway, so Joel Robuchon had
Yes.
31 Michelin stars.
Wow.
Alain Ducasse has 21, and then who is number 3?
Gordon Ramsay.
It is!
Our favorite guy.
He's
You
fantastic.
got to party with him.
He has 16.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like on that list of Michelin star people, like if you look up the top 10, there's also like Thomas Keller and some other people I'm less familiar with because I'm not a professional chef.
Okay, so you're at a fancy restaurant, you got Michelin stars and all that stuff, and then Marie, my loving wife, is going to say, hey, maybe I want to order something off of the menu.
I have the menu right here,
Oh,
sir.
what? No. Okay, so let's just do the standard stuff. There's appetizers, there's main entrees, whatever. So
Okay.
take it, and this
I'll
is the
just take you through what I would get.
Louis the 15th restaurant.
Yes.
Okay, highly rated.
Okay,
Of
this
course.
is a rockfish and caviar starter.
I would get you a rockfish and caviar starter. No problem.
Oh.
You want it, you got it.
We have the beluga vodka here, which
Yes.
is like fancy. We got that when we were out of the country.
Yep.
Brought it back with us.
That's yum, yum.
Haven't cracked it open yet, but a caviar goes very well with it.
Absolutely does.
So yeah, I would have that starter, and it would be
Okay.
170 euros just for the starter. It's really fine caviar, sir. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
For you, I would recommend the aubergine, which is eggplant,
Okay.
which is just 75 euros.
The bloomin' onion is $14 over at Outback, and I get one to go. Are you serious?
I'm not
170
kidding.
for the starter?
But it is caviar that comes with it. So, I mean, you know.
Bloomin' onion's deep
Yeah.
fried onion. What do you want?
If you have chilled melon broth
Okay, sure. That's
with
good.
blue lobster
No,
starter, that's 95 euro.
I thought it'd be $8. Okay.
It's lobster.
Okay, it's melon. Come on, it's a watermelon.
Would you like to know how much a steak is?
I would love to have a steak there, and a good steak's going to run $20, $25, maybe $30 if you're fancy.
Or if you're at a real fancy restaurant over here, you know, 50 to 100 is a
Yeah,
good,
50
good
to
cut of
100.
beef.
You're talking about good level stuff. That's excellent.
So this is a French beef over a wood fire with tomatoes and black currant.
Oh, tomatoes and black currant. Okay,
Yes.
I'll give you, it's got to be, that's the $50 range right
That's
there.
150 euro.
For the steak?
Yes. I think there are probably people listening going, that's a good deal, man.
I can get
And then
a-
people are like, yeah, that's not happening.
You know, there's box meals at Taco Bell for $5. There's buckets of chicken at the KFC for $12. The small ones, then $20 for the family meal. You've got to be kidding me. 100 for one piece of meat, one steak.
Perhaps the le déjeuner, the lunch, would be better for you.
What?
So this is all together. What's that called again? It's the
The prix-fixe thing?
the prix-fixe, yeah, or
Basically,
whatever,
It's like
yeah.
a tasting menu.
Yes, this is
where
the
you just
tasting
walk
menu.
in. It's not a buffet. They bring the food out to you,
Right.
so it's not smart. You don't go up and keep filling up at the trough.
but you
this
don't
is
order a la carte.
No.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
So this is a chilled melon broth
Oh, yeah.
with the blue lobster.
I love me some melon broth.
So that's from the other menu.
Right.
But it's concluded here.
Okay.
You get bread with wild mushrooms and yellow plums.
All right. Yellow
You
plums.
get a locally caught fish,
Okay.
shellfish, and almonds.
Oh.
You
okay.
get a seared veal with carrots,
That sounds good, actually.
a selection of fresh and matured cheeses,
Mm-hmm.
and then your choice of the dessert, which is a choice a la carte.
Okay.
So you look at the regular dessert menu.
All right.
Without drinks,
Okay.
this fixed menu
Yes, for lunch.
for lunch
Yes.
is 180 euro. So comparatively speaking to the other
Wow.
a la carte menu,
So,
you are saving money.
okay, and see, this is how you justify this.
This
It's
is-
like, we'll go to lunch. We don't have to go to dinner. It's only going to cost us $500 for the two of us to go in, eat, have like a one drink each, and
Right.
tip the guy. It's going to be $500 for lunch.
Right. Well, did you want drinks? Because that's a little extra.
Oh, it is?
For 40 euro, you get 2 glasses of wine, but you also get the mineral water and a hot drink included. Because remember, this is like Europeans are really finicky about their water. So you sit down, you pay for a bottle of water when you eat. It's not like over here where you're like, I'll have the water,
Yeah.
and the waiter brings you whatever is like,
With a lemon peel.
whatever is their like,
Sure.
filtered water for
Right,
free.
right.
No, it's bottled water all the way. So like you would have to, on top of everything, pay for that. But if you pay for the 40 euro 2-drink special, you would get a hot drink, and then you'd also have your water included.
Okay, so that's 40, and how much was it? 150 for the lunch menu?
180.
180.
Yes.
So now we're at 220.
Yes.
So two people, it's 440 euros,
For lunch.
and you haven't tipped the guy yet.
That's a really good lunch.
Your garçon has not been tipped.
That's
that means
true.
waiter. So you're looking at 500 bills to walk in and walk out.
Right.
For lunch.
Yeah. Well, if you own a yacht, this is, small potatoes.
Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. So this is crazy expensive. And
This is the most expensive restaurant in Monaco. So do you want to hear the other ones?
Yeah, if you've got other
There's a few that people may have heard of.
Okay, sure.
So there's especially like on the West Coast, LA, whatever. I think there's one in New York too. Nobu,
Okay, yeah, I've heard of
which
that.
is Asian cuisine.
Right, right.
And then Buddha Bar, which is also around here in a
I've
few
heard of that as
places.
well, yeah.
Yes. And then Joel Rubichon, who we were talking about earlier, he also opened a restaurant to do his first ever experience and take with a restaurant doing Japanese food.
Oh, cool. And he
it's
did that
called,
there?
He did that in Monaco.
Okay.
And that's called Yoshi. And it's still around.
Okay.
And so even though, he has passed.
Yes.
And then someone else is the head chef there.
Right.
But those are some of the other more popular, more well-known restaurants that aren't the most expensive one next to the casino.
Yes.
And they're a little, they're better priced for regular people.
So it's not Louis the 15th, but still very high quality
Yes.
because you're not slumming it over there for food.
Right.
So are there prices? Are there things
So
that you would get there?
The only other hotel restaurant that I would recommend is in the Hotel Metropole, which would be Rubichon's. when he was alive, that is now run by Christophe Coussac.
And that's also next to the casino on the other side. So face the casino, Louis XV is on one side, and this place
This
on
is
the
just
left
a
side.
little further down.
Got it.
At the hotel that's closest to the Monte Carlo, up on the top of the hill.
Done. So still a nice place.
Yes.
Very, very nice place.
So this has also some prices. So I will tell you what I would order. They have hot and cold starters. I would probably get the smoked salmon.
Okay. Reasonable.
Which is €42. So it's from Scotland, and it's served with bread and accoutrement. So all of your stuff, like your capers or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they do
euros.
also have the imperial caviar. It's €98. So, but here's the difference. Like, you're seeing a little bit of a difference in price.
Right.
They have a John Dory or a sole for €98. The John Dory is 78 or €77. They also have a sea bass. Lots of good fish. Here I'll show you the difference in the beef.
All right.
So a beef fillet.
Uh-huh.
It's a black pepper encrusted fillet.
Sounds great.
It's €75. So you're seeing a little bit of difference in price, but it's still like, this is like, an icon in the culinary world, who started this restaurant. So you're seeing, even though there's a difference in price, and this is still, for a lot of people, pricey, this is a great deal for this experience, in my opinion.
And here's the deal. If you're looking over at me, if you're hearing my voice right now, you can tell I'm dying inside just a little bit every time she brings up a price. But the thing is, we know friends who are foodies.
Sure.
And we like to be foodies, but we're not expensive foodies.
Right.
And some people, knowing what I know, when we go back to Monaco, and I'm sure we're going to go back at some point, when we go back, I could see us just saving up and saying, we're going to drop a couple $100 on this lunch/dinner, because you want to do it once, and we've seen it, we've looked in and said, oh my goodness, it looks amazing.
Yes.
It would be something I'd love to go see, because I have gambled there.
Yes.
And so clearly, I could go get some snacks.
Now, here's the difference in the tasting menu, because at the Louis XV, the tasting menu is only offered during lunch, I believe, is what I saw.
I think that's right. I think that's correct.
At Le Monde in the hotel, well, it's really just called the Hotel Metropole restaurant now. The tasting menu is more expensive.
Oh.
Well, but if you think about it, like, we almost went to Robuchon's restaurant in Vegas. Like,
That's right.
We should have, because, well, I think we still can. It's still there, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, and it's big on its tasting menu as well. So this is €229 per person, but you get all these different things.
What do you get?
Okay, you get a tomato starter with burrata, which is like a cheese.
Okay.
And then you get caviar. You get a crepe. You get lasagna. You get foie gras. You get pigeon. And then you get desserts, and you have like your finest cheeses and breads.
Meats and cheeses, and you get pigeon.
So it's a more extensive tasting menu. It's more expensive. But I think it would be really, really worth it. So they have gazpacho. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking.
€229.
Yes.
So $230, $250, whatever it is, the exchange rate. Okay.
And then they have, desserts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The thing is, the food there it is a destination restaurant for people, because they say, we want to go there, we want to eat and all stuff, we want to have a great time. And I totally understand that, because some people just say, you know what, one reason that you want to travel is you want to try different foods. And we are certainly no strangers to this. We go someplace, where's the restaurant?
Right.
I want to know what you're eating over there. That's part of the experience. But man, this is
next level.
This just above.
Yeah. So here's what we did. We ate at pretty much two places.
Yes.
While we were there. And we basically at our hotel restaurant, which overlooks the Princess Grace Rose Garden, we had a few snacks.
Right.
And what they have on their menu, and they don't stand out to me because we had them when we got there.
Yes.
And then we had maybe something the next day or whatever. But it was like little things just to keep us,
just keep us going, basically.
Yes.
Sure.
And so, but it was good stuff. Like, I know we had some nuts and some bread and but anyway, it's what's called an ardoise menu, which means it changes a lot because it's just slated. Like, they just write it down on the chalkboard.
Here's what we got today. Here's our specials. Boom.
And
ding,
I think
fries are done.
Kind of why it didn't stand out to me that much, is because it changed so much.
Yes.
Because we did take a look at it a couple times and got a few things. But then after we went to the casino, I wanted to find a restaurant that we could relax at.
Yes.
And they do have a lot of restaurants that just, because of the locals, just different kinds of cuisine. And what really shocked me was that there was an Irish pub
Yes.
that served food.
Fish and chips.
Oh my gosh. And it was amazing. And we just had the best time. We got some beers and we had
Yep.
fish and chips and we were dressed to the nines.
Yes.
And it was more of a local sort of like, laid back crowd.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun.
Yeah, and here's the deal. Once you've been to the casino, as we had been, how do I phrase this nicely? I can't suck in my gut while I'm eating. And I felt like I was sucking in my gut and puffing my chest. So I go, yes, I totally belong here. And how are you, good sir? Thank you,
Right,
madame, mademoiselle,
right.
whatever. And then I just looked over and said, we got to get something to eat. And it can't be
Yeah.
here because I can't do all the niceties nonstop.
I couldn't either
I
because-
got to have some food.
There's only so long a dress can hold all this in. And I needed to eat. I was really hungry.
You had found a place,
Yeah.
TripAdvisor, Travelocity, wherever.
And we'll put it on the website because now I didn't write the name of it down, but I want everyone to be able
Oh,
to go
we'll
there.
find it. We'll
because
find it for you.
It is really, it had a great menu. It had all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
But I really wanted some like real food.
And we went. I think I got like fish and chips, bangers and mash,
did.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's just
and
the
it was
standards.
amazing. Yeah.
And really good, wonderful bartender. And we walked in. We felt a little bit out of place because we were actually kind of overdressed
Right.
because we just been at the casino, the Monte Carlo. But
they were so gracious.
They were very cool about
Yeah.
it. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
And just you get a feed.
Yeah, and then we were there a couple of days. One of the last day that we were there, maybe, or maybe it was that next morning. We had the best pastries and the best cheese breads that you just go to little stores. We went to a convenience store. We needed to get some stuff.
I want to get a refrigerator magnet. That's kind of a weird thing I have. Whenever I go someplace, I always want to get a refrigerator magnet,
Yeah.
stick it on the fridge. And we don't even stick them on the fridge. They're in a box.
Yeah.
There's a whole box of magnets.
Yeah. And
But-
they had like kiosks and stuff around, and
Yeah.
there's like a little fair area down in the marina.
But yeah.
we just we didn't want to kind of like go in and get all around. Like it was like a carnival. I didn't feel carnival-y.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we just went to a regular like store,
a convenient,
a little
it's
shop.
a convenience store.
Yeah.
We went in and went to the downstairs area.
Yes.
Went downstairs, and that's where it's like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
And there's some foods downstairs, but then back upstairs, the main level. Holy moly.
Yeah.
The foods. And again, we're sitting here talking about your finest meats and cheeses.
Oh yeah.
No joke.
I just like street food anyway, but this
Yeah.
was street food next level as well because it was very culinary.
Yes.
Like it had like I think one of the breads I got was like, it was like fire roasted something with like sun-dried tomatoes and Gouda. Like I was like, yes, please. So like, yeah, we got stuff like that.
Well, what we did
And
is
just kind of munched.
What we did is we went to the convenience store and we came out and we said, okay, we're going to do this. And the pastries were being sold at the storefront on
Yes.
the way out.
Yes.
But I got to tell, Marie might be trying to forget this part of the story, but I will be sure to embarrass you here.
Oh, great.
What you said was, okay, refrigerator magnets, and we got a couple other knickknacks, doodads, whatever, and
Yeah.
we get in line.
Oh.
And the line has
Oh,
various
God.
words. What?
It's true.
What? This
Yeah.
is absolutely true. What happens is, instead of using a credit card like I am ready to do, I've got a credit card ready to go. Marie says, oh, shouldn't we just spend our euro coins here?
Because when you come back to the States,
You're stuck
you
with
can
euros.
exchange your euro paper money,
Yeah.
but you're stuck with the coins. And I'm
Yeah.
all about not coming back with extra.
Yeah.
So I'll come back with paper extra, but
there-
not coins.
So there's people who are like stocking up, and here's the deal: like yachts get stocked up here. The fancy house gets stocked up here. It's like, oh yes, and we need some caviar, and we need to have some of the fine cheese points. We need that, and these guys are right their American Express black credit card that spends $100,000 a month, and we're sitting here going,
It's true.
honey, do you have any nickels? Go fish. And we're each taking a register. And there's 4 registers, and they're all self-serve, and the other register's just flying by us, and we're sitting here going, 1 Mississippi, 2.
Okay, it was
Mississippi.
not that bad. It was not that bad because we could have paid with paper, but we had so much in change, and the magnet you picked out was like €2.43 or something. Like it was like,
Well, I didn't know we're getting rid
whatever.
of all the nickels at the same time, which we did.
But anyway, it was fun because I am very like cognizant. I'm very aware of my surroundings, and I hurried and I made sure people weren't
You
like.
did. I'm giving you grief. It was actually a fun experience. And the workers there were wonderful, by the way.
they're great.
like, oh, sure, it's not a problem. We can use the coins.
Right.
So they were cool about it. We went out, got the pastries.
Yeah.
And then we walked around, in Monaco near the harbor, the marina, the yachts,
Yes,
eating pastries. Going,
it was fantastic.
oh, this is lovely.
So can we move there? I want to move there.
Okay.
I'll
all
go
right.
broke,
All
but-
right. You just walked right into it, sister. Here we go. Here's how you move there. I will now give some information for those people who are thinking, hey, sounds good. I don't want to just visit. I want to move.
Yes.
There are 3 ways to get residency. 3. I've actually looked this up. So this
Okay.
is the actual legal stuff. 3 ways to get residency. First, you can get a job there.
How do you do that?
Good luck with that.
Okay.
That's probably not going to happen.
Okay, why?
Because it's small and they kind of all know each other.
Oh, right, sure.
And you don't know them. And by the way, you probably want to speak French pretty fluently
Oh, yeah, I don't do that.
before you walk in the door.
Okay.
Okay. So, and there's not a lot of opportunities. Okay. Second way, if you can't get a job, you start a business there.
Oh, we could do that. Voca Vacay.
Yeah. Problem is, it's only 499 acres, so space is kind of tight.
Sure.
It's a little bit pricey.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be tough. Or here's what you can do. You can open up a bank account in Monaco. It can't be a French bank.
Oh.
Can't be Italian. It has to be a Monaco bank. You have to go in and open up a bank account. This is the first step to getting residency.
And I have money in the bank.
Yes.
My whole $1,000
There
that you
go.
mentioned earlier.
You're not a millionaire. You're a thousandaire.
That's right.
So,
Can I open up an account and become a citizen?
no, not really. You need €500,000.
Oh, that's not happening.
That's $600,000.
We need a whole lot of listeners to make that happen.
Let me explain. That only gets you a temporary residence card.
Oh.
No, there's different
Oh, my.
levels of residency. That's a temporary residence card. You have permission to live there for a year. You have to renew that annually. So you got to be sure that 600,000 American dollars, 500,000 euros isn't going anywhere. It's got to stay there. You can't just put it in to go, I'm a resident now, and then pull it out. It's got to stay.
I don't have enough.
No, you do not. After 3 years of renewing it, you go from temporary residence into, ordinary residence.
There's like levels?
Yes. You can
Wow.
renew ordinary residence as much as you like, but you can then go for privileged residence.
That
So
sounds fancy.
Okay, so you have 3 levels of residency.
Okay.
Sounds good, right?
Sounds great.
Easy. Cool. Wrong.
Foiled yet again.
That is residency. That's not citizenship.
Oh,
Citizenship
right.
is a whole nother monster.
Oh.
To do that, listen to the hoops you got to jump through to become a citizen of Monaco.
Stop it.
Yeah, this is serious stuff. Monaco, you have to have proof of accommodation, proof of money, proof of good character, and if you're over
Well,
70,
that takes me out of the running.
I'll
Let's
vouch
just stop.
vouch for you. Over 70, you got to have proof of good health.
Oh,
So
wow.
you have to have accommodation, money, good character, and good health.
Okay.
Let's go through these things. The cheapest apartment I could find, I just did a search on this. By the way, this is not on Zillow.
Oh, sure.
You're
I'm
going
sure.
through Sotheby's or Christie's.
Oh, right.
Okay, you're going someplace rich. The cheapest apartment I found is 269 square feet.
Oh.
269 square feet.
How big
How
is
big
the
is this room? It's,
right now?
I think that's bigger than 269. That's like 10 by 26. No, this is smaller than that. But 269 square feet
Wow.
is a tiny, tiny little room.
That's like, yeah.
Yeah, this room's like 12 by 12 that we're currently in.
This is interesting. Just a little sidebar.
Yeah.
I was watching $1 Million Listing the other day.
Of course.
There was a 400 square foot addition to a million or like millions of dollars, like loft or something.
Okay.
And it was going for 400 to 500,000 for 400 square feet.
Okay. This is 260. That's great because that's New York.
Yeah.
That's in America. All that stuff, Manhattan. Sure. 269 square feet is 1.6 million.
Stop it right now.
An apartment that is, and this is tiny. This is also tiny. 1,119 square feet. So 1,100 square foot apartment is going for 4.5 million.
Oh my
4.5
gosh.
million.
This is why people live on the boats.
And yeah, I would. I'd dock into the marina and never come ashore. Well, I
Right.
come ashore and get some food or whatever. There's only 26 properties for sale in the entirety of the country.
Wow.
Only 26 properties.
Oh
The
my
cheapest
gosh.
one is 1.5 million. Okay, so let's say that you have the money, you have the accommodation. And by the way, if like a family of 4 move there,
Yeah.
you can't get the small little apartment. You have to get something like a couple of bedrooms and a couple of bathrooms. They actually check that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's not like, hey, me and 8 of my fraternity brothers, we're going to move in and just like split the money. No, you cannot.
That's not happening.
It does not work that way. Oh, you do not belong, sir. So, okay, so let's say you find a place, you got the money, proof of good character, no criminal records.
Yeah.
You get all these documents, which have to be in French. That's important, actually. It has to be in French.
Yeah.
Then you have an interview. They interview you to see if you have money, accommodation, good character, good health. And here's what really floors me. You go through all these steps, all of these hoops, everything to be in Monaco, and the price of the interview is another 10 euros.
Stop it right now. Okay, that's really funny.
You've got 600,000 making Bob plays for 1.5 million. You're a good character and all this stuff's like, that'll be 10 euros. What if you showed up and didn't have 10 bucks on you? Do they just say, no, you're close, but not really? You're going to get me for 10 euros at the finish line? Are you serious?
Who interviews you in that interview? Because this is a monarchy, right? Like this is a king that's over Monaco.
It's royalty, yes.
It's okay. Is that who interviews you?
I'm not sure because they haven't called me back.
But okay, yeah, that is kind of funny. Like, and now we need 10 more euros.
Yes. At the very end, 10 euros is like, I left my wallet at home with the other $1 million. Sorry. I guess they just turn you around. You can't go in.
Who would be like, now you've gone too far.
Yes.
That's too much.
That's too
I'm
much.
done.
I'm walking away from the whole deal. You can keep it. So here's the deal. If you go to Monaco, you can do that. One thing we got to tell you is that as you're going there are good restaurants you can eat at. There's great shops you can go to.
It's affordable to stay in a decent hotel.
You really can. It can be a lot of fun. If you want to do the tourist thing, tourist with a capital T here, let's say you're dying to take a picture inside the Monte Carlo Casino. Because you said before that you can't do it. You can.
Yeah.
But listen to this. This is the important caveat.
Oh.
They have daytime tours because the casinos only open in the evening.
Right.
They don't open in the daytime.
Right.
In the daytime, you can go in for a group tour.
Yes.
Can't go in on your own.
Yes.
And then you can take pictures. You can't gamble, but you can take pictures.
Okay.
So if you want to go in and say, I got to get a picture of me in the Monte Carlo, you can take pictures of yourself in there during the daytime, but you're not gambling at that time.
Right.
So a little thing there,
Okay.
and you still got to, you've got to set all these things up.
I mean, we could have done that, but since we were going to actually gamble, I think it was okay that we didn't.
Yeah, because we're looking around, we're seeing the sights, seeing the cars, and by the way, if you think, well, I've seen Monaco before in various movies, you have several James Bond movies, including GoldenEye.
Yes.
Never Say Never Again.
Yes.
Casino Royale.
One of my personal favorites.
Personal favorite movie of mine.
Yeah.
Ocean's 12.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
Had some stuff there.
Yeah.
Monaco was also a setting for Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Justice League.
Yes.
And 50 Shades Freed.
Well, they had to shoot somewhere.
Let me go back. Hang on. Let me go through this manly testosterone-filled list again. GoldenEye, Never Say Never Again, Casino Royale, Ocean's 12, Iron Man 2, Justice League. How did 50 Shades Freed sneak in to this list?
Well, I will have to say, I read the first book because all of my girlfriends read it and they were like, you have to read this book. Just like that. That's what they sounded like.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, God, if I read Oh My one more time, I will lose my mind.
50
But
Shades
anyway,
Freed.
I do know the main characters. And so I could totally see someone like Christian Grey going, and now I will take you to Monaco.
Oh, yes. I'm 26 years old. I'm a billionaire and I fly my own private jet. Let's go to Monaco, shall we?
Hey, look, it's fiction.
Yeah. Okay. Unlike Casino Royale, which, by the way, totally happened. James Bond James Bond movies are documentaries.
Oh, okay.
Right? Iron Man 2 is a stretch, but that was totally... Okay, it sounds like we're getting to the point that we're starting to disagree a little bit about some things. Okay, fine. Let's... if you've ever just been talking to someone, the love of your life, and you still disagree...
Never.
Have you ever done it on a vacation?
Maybe never. Yes, all the time.
You ever disagree on a vacay? All right, well, the two people we look up to from the show Friends, Monica and Joey, we use these caricatures to say, here's how we're going to disagree on a vacay.
Right.
Should we do that right now?
Yes, absolutely.
It's time right now for Monica versus Joey.
It's game on. It's time for Monica versus Joey.
Okay, so here's a classic conundrum, especially if one person wants to gamble more than the other person wants to gamble. In this scenario, Marie will be Monica, and Frank, that's me, will be Joey. Let's explain what happens, because when you go there, if you go to the casino, you need to gamble a little bit at least just to say you've gambled there.
Sure.
It's sort of required.
Yes, absolutely.
You just can't, it's like walking to a buffet, it's like, wow, the food looks really good, and then walking, it's like, no, you got to taste the food, guy.
Yeah.
If you go to a casino, you need to just a little bit.
For sure.
Okay, so here's what happens. If you're a Monica type person, I'll let you describe you, because when you go, and we gamble very infrequently.
And we do.
We're not gamblers.
We're not big gamblers.
No.
We have that in common. But when I go somewhere, especially as like a tourist, that I'm going to do this thing because it's well known for this.
Like in Monaco.
Yeah, or Vegas or whatever. Then I set a price. Like I'm like, here's in my budget, what I'm going to spend on gambling. And I tell myself, don't ever see that money again. It's gone. Just have fun, do it, get it out of your mind and move on.
That's the entry fee for you having a good time, basically.
It basically is. And so I will literally stay at a table and I will play.
Yes.
Like I'll be like, I'll throw dice. I'll bet on red. Like, and I'm like up there hooting and hollering with everybody because I don't care if I spend that amount, lose it, just waste it away.
Right.
I am in like Flynn till the end.
Got it. And usually you'll say like 100 or maybe 150 or something like that.
Yeah.
For a big
Usually
night.
it's 1 to 200.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you say that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the Monica person here.
Yeah.
Joey. No, look, I'm going to go for the cheapest table at a place like Monaco or even Las Vegas.
Right.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to play one spin of the wheel, and that's it. Because here's the deal. I gambled.
Yeah.
I gambled there. I did check it off the list. It's a bucket list. It's a life goal. I've gambled the Monte Carlo. It's like spin, lose. I'm like, I'm ready to go.
You're like, and I'm out.
And
Peace.
then you're sitting here going, no, let's double down. We'll get our money back. I've got a system. No one else has a system, but I've got a system. That's a new thing.
Accurate.
And so you start doing this thing. I was like, are you kidding me?
You're like, okay, crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm just, so your thing is that if you want to enjoy, it's like you'll go into it. I'm just like, look, just check it off the list. I mean, it's a.
Because then you're
gambled.
Much like Joey, you're like on to the next thing. You're like, and now we
Er.
will have beef steaks. Like,
Well, yeah, but here's the deal.
cheesesteaks. Like,
if you're losing $100,
there's a monument to look at.
Look, you're losing $100 you're losing $100 in Monaco. That's the same as losing $100. It's still $100. It's the finite amount of money. It counts the same wherever you go.
Right.
But for some reason, you're looking at Monaco going, I can drop $200 here. I'm like, what are you doing? $200?
Some people
That's 40 Taco Bell value meals.
Some people that really like to gamble, or some people that have been to Monaco that may be listening, they're like, 200 is nothing, child. Like, they're like, that is, and to me, that's kind of a big deal.
Yes.
So, but I don't mind it because I'm in for the experience.
Yeah.
And so, here's the thing though, if I can get down and then come back up,
Yes.
and then get down and it's like even better,
Right.
Because then it's like a prolonged like getting rid of my money. It's even like it's like paying for the fun time.
I do not have nerves of steel like this. I can't do it. I'm not a gambler. I'm really not. I wish I was. Yes, I just lost $1,000 and I'm fine. No, I'm not fine.
Yeah.
It's $1,000.
So, but you were telling me, and see, I like roulette, but you were telling me the story about what happened a long time ago with roulette.
Yes.
Tell the listeners, because I think this is interesting.
This is a trivial factoid, and this is one reason. And by the way, Monte Carlo, no one pays taxes because basically the casino makes all the money.
Oh, right.
That's one reason why Monacoans, they cannot gamble in there. They don't want to take money from their own.
Right.
So all the foreigners come in. I mean this in a nice way, by the way. All the tourists come in.
Yeah.
And they gamble,
Yeah.
and that pays for a lot of stuff because this is some high stakes stuff going on.
Sure.
This is notorious in Monaco history. It's absolutely true. In 1913, so over 100 years ago, the roulette ball kept hitting black. So you spin it, it hits black. You hit it, hits black. It hits black. It hit black, no kidding, 26 times in a row.
Oh, stop it.
26 times in a row. Now, after the first 3 or 4 or 5, people are like, okay, we're betting on red.
Right.
It's due. They always say, oh, it's due.
Yeah.
It's due.
Yeah.
26 times in a row. And the casino made millions and millions of dollars in this one night because everyone kept betting on red and it would not. And so it's like, oh, after the 4th time, I'll double down. Oh, well, I'll keep playing. I'll keep playing. It happened literally 26 times. The odds of that happening like that, 67 million to 1.
Stop it.
And it happened.
Oh my gosh.
So that's just one of those things. You go, wow.
That's bad news bears for me
because
I like to bet on the hair. I'm redheaded, so
Yes.
I like to bet on red.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'd be losing money.
Yeah, 26 times. You got to be kidding
Wow.
me. And that's the thing is, like in Las Vegas, you go up to the roulette wheel. It's like, oh, and they'll show you. It's like, here's what's been hitting lately.
Yeah,
if
right.
you ever walked up somewhere and it's nothing but black numbers, you're going to just instinctively go, it's got to
Red.
be red next
Yeah.
time. It's got to be red.
Right.
26 times in a row, 6,
I
7 million to
can't
1.
even imagine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely happened.
So if you go and we've been talking about gambling this whole time, and all of this is super interesting, and we had a good time. And
Sure.
what if you want to see Monaco and see all the lavishness, but
Yes.
you don't want to gamble? What do you do?
Well, great question. You can walk, well, aside from the restaurants.
Yeah.
And the restaurants are wonderful. You can walk around. You can see the shops. There's the Monaco Grand Prix happens.
Oh, right. That's the big thing
That's
there.
the big thing where they go racing through the streets.
Yes,
And you can't
other
get
than
a
the
hotel.
Monte Carlo. Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of things you can do.
Yeah.
There are events. And remember, this is on a coast.
Right.
So there are cruise ships that come through. Not big,
Yes.
massive. You're not going to get like Carnival Cruise Lines there.
It'll be more of the boutique
the smaller
kind
boutique
of cruises.
Sure,
Yeah.
but they come through. And so there are things to do
and there's like walking tours and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there are people, and here's the thing we found. It's incredibly friendly. The people
Yes.
there were genuinely nice. They
Yes.
have more money than we do, but they're nice people.
Right. Yeah.
And as long as you make an effort, look, if you show up in cutoffs and a ripped t-shirt and flip-flops,
Oh, no.
you're going to be shunned. Shunned,
No.
I tell you. You're going to say, this is really not
happening.
But otherwise, if you just make an effort,
Yeah.
they will make the effort too.
Yes, exactly.
And, it sounds like what people need. People need to upgrade their travel brain on stuff
Oh,
like this.
for sure.
You know what they need to have?
What's that?
They need to have right now this travel nugget.
Ooh, I like a good travel nugget.
We always try to give what's called a travel nugget, a little nugget of wisdom and information. And this week's travel nugget is about a website that you need to go to if you're going to Monaco. This is where you stop off first.
Perfect.
VisitMonaco.com. It's just like that, one word, visitmonaco.com. And we talked about events you can go to. It has event calendars, hotels, restaurants, casinos, the Grand Prix.
Yes.
Totally there. There's weather, talks about cruises, museum shops, everything's in one stop. And we should mention something, by the way. Talk about walking towards the Grand Prix. The Grand Prix. They have little statues.
Yes.
Like, remember that guy?
Yes.
His little statue of like a race car driver, his little car. And I've got a goofy picture of me being like, hey, I'm next to the statue.
My aunt
I'm
said
such a tourist.
when she saw that picture, she said, "What's Frank doing standing next to the Monopoly piece?"
It does look like the little race car driver, the Monopoly piece. Oh my gosh, we'll put it on the website
Yeah.
under the Nuggets page. But yes, it's there. Visit Monaco.com. That is what you want to go to. Go to that website and they'll tell you everything you need to know. In fact, they will help you. Well, they won't help you make a reservation. It's like, here's the hotels, here's
Right.
the restaurants. And it will really set you on the path to when you want to visit, what you can afford.
Yeah.
And, basically just how to make these things happen.
Yes.
Okay. So that's one thing on the internet. Visit Monaco.com.
Perfect.
And we should say things. When we go these nuggets, we're not getting kickbacks from
No.
visitmonaco.com. This is totally objective. This is fair.
Yeah.
And it is the best website. So check that out.
Well, we talk about stuff that's helped us.
Yes.
So yeah, it was good. It was information. Like, it's great. Yeah.
That's one thing on the internet that we found.
Yeah.
Something else we found on the internet this week.
Oh my gosh.
Every podcast, we try to wrap it up with a little thing. It's a little, a bit of information or an unusual, weird travel story. And it's just the kind of thing that makes you say,
What the holy guacamole?
What the holy guacamole are you talking about?
What the holy guacamole are you talking about?
Okay, now we're leaving Monaco and we're going to Japan now.
Oh, how fast and fancy.
We're going to Tokyo. Here's why. And let's go to a park. Let's say here's a common thing. Whenever you're out traveling, if you go to a park or something like that, and you need to go to the bathroom.
Happens.
Public restrooms.
Yeah.
Public restrooms tend to be icky.
We've talked about this on another show.
Yeah. And it was the daintily titled, Let's Poop in a Hole. I can't believe we actually titled a show that.
I think it's hysterical. So after we talk about this, you should go check out that podcast and listen to that.
Let's poop in a hole.
Yeah.
Because it totally all ties together in a great circle of stuff. What are you looking for when you go to a public restroom?
Cleanliness.
You want it clean.
Privacy.
That's it. That's the two. You
Yeah.
want it clean. You want it private.
Yeah.
In Japan, they have taken this to, they've just really advanced their game on
Oh
this
my
one.
gosh. Tell me about it.
Okay, I'll tell you about the Tokyo Toilet Project.
Okay.
I am not making this up. I swear I'm not making this up. They enlisted 16 leading architects. They track these guys down and say, hey, we got a challenge for you. You want to make a bathroom for a public park? And these architects are like, what a cool idea. You got to make it clean. You got to make it private. 'Cause you don't want to walk in, someo's already there. You don't want to walk in and
No.
something's happening. Icky.
Yes.
So here's the idea. Shigeru Ban,
Okay.
B-A-N was his name. Bond designed a toilet, and it's an outdoor restroom, basically. But
Okay.
let me explain. It's in the middle of a park. It has glass walls on all sides so you can see in.
Okay, wait, stop. No.
Yes.
Now I'm out. I'm done.
No.
I don't want to hear anymore.
No, no.
I don't want anybody seeing anything in.
Hold on.
And I don't want to see anything on anybody.
So you're looking in. And you see the empty bathroom. Here's the trick, and they figured this out.
Okay.
So you can see inside. So you can see if it's clean, if it's open, if it's occupied, not occupied, whatever.
Okay.
It's all taken care of. You go in and you lock the door. Here's the genius part. When you lock the door, these glass walls, they turn opaque blue, and no one can see in them.
Oh, that's
now.
kind of
they
cool.
They actually change. They go whoop, just like that. I don't know if they make that sound, but they should. But they go whoop, and that's it. And suddenly, this glass little building, and it's this size. It's a small room, but a glass room that's in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
It suddenly becomes like dark blue. You can't see into it.
Oh my gosh.
It just totally changes from, was it transparent to translucent, transparent to not being able to see in it.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
Cool, huh?
That is actually kind of cool. And also, it makes the bathroom experience like nicer, knowing that an architect was involved. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but it's like they took it seriously, and it. You know how I like to make it nice?
Yes.
They made it nice.
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
totally. So Shigeru Ban, his toilets are now open in the Yoyogi Fukumachi Mini Park and the Harunan Okawa Community Park.
I'm sure we've botched those.
Well, guys,
yeah.
we're trying to, if I mispronounce things again,
Yeah.
it's not from, it's just from me being stupid. I don't speak Japanese, but we're trying, and we want you to go. So if you go to these parks,
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
And just, if you see a glass building there and inside there's a toilet and a sink, and you go, what?
And you think it's not going to change once you get in.
But you go and
It
you
will.
shut the door, you
Okay.
whatever, you lock the thing, and
Right.
it just totally goes dark.
That is so interesting.
I mean, it's lit on the inside, obviously, and it's like, and the nighttime pictures is basically like a nice, cool blue, and
Yeah.
there's one that's like a purplish and an orangish one. They're different colors,
Yeah.
and so they're actually kind of cool to look at.
Oh, cool.
And then it's like, oh, this kind of little neon experience. You go in, shut the door, lock whatever, and whoop, and it just changes. You do your business, you're done. You wash your hands, you walk out of there, and then it goes back to being glass walls.
Well, I guess
That's cool.
It's kind of nice also that you can tell you're not walking in on someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you got the space to yourself, and you know
Yeah.
in advance.
Yes.
Kind of cool, huh?
Very cool.
I love this. Hey, I think we're good for the week. We went to Monaco, went to Canada too, beauty. And we went to Japan
Yeah.
to wrap it all up.
Sure.
So it's been a world tour here on Voca Vacay this time.
Oh, I love it.
So as always, what we tell people is, hey, you got to check us out just on the socials.
On the socials.
Check us out on the socials. That
Yes.
is the
Instagrams.
Instagrams and the Facebooks and the
tweeters.
The tweeters. And so you can do that. And as always, vacation like it's your job. And how do we live?
Live vicariously through yourself.
That's right. And hey, we'll be back in 2 weeks from now, which is time for another vacation for everybody. That's about 2 weeks.
That's a
So
fortnight.
we'll see you in a fortnight, right?
Yep.
Sounds great. Love ya. Miss ya. Mean it. Bye.
Don't forget to click subscribe. As always, hashtag Voca Vacay at Voca Vacay and visit VocaVacay.com.